Everybody, and welcome. Those of you that are just joining, I'm sure it's going to take a minute or two for everybody to get in. All right. Hello to everyone. We are doing the kind of Zoom where you can show your screen. So I asked if you have that ability that you please show your screen. We'd love to see you. We also have the chat enabled. So if you want to send us a chat, let us know who you are, where you're joining us from. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to say hi. I see Michelle Dodon. Hello. I see Sylvia Berry. Thank you, Sarah Phillips, Mark Machado. I see Stephen Gordy. Just wanted to say hello. Thank you for bearing with us. It always takes a minute to let everybody in. So thank you very much. My name is Romeo Arrieta. I'm the CEO for the Marin Association of Realtors. Hello, Michelle Nelson. How's it going in Mill Valley? Connor Lenang, good to see you. Catherine Kenning. Okay. Just want to get started. I have 10:02, so let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to the Marin Realtors Installation and Awards presentation. Thank you all for joining us. It's great to see everyone here. I'm definitely looking forward to connecting in this meeting and next year. A little bit of housekeeping. We'd love to see your faces. Everybody's muted by default, but we ask that you please share your video and definitely send us a chat. I am seeing some responses already. So thank you all for that. So if you haven't already, drop us a message. Who's here? Where are you joining us from? I know that there are some folks that are joining us from really far away, and through the magic of the internet, I'm always amazed by where folks are when they join us. 2021 has been a fantastic year in Marin real estate. According to our friends at Barry's, Marin Realtors have helped over 3,100 households with one of the most important investments in their lives. That means that this year, more than 3,100 households have found their part of the American dream here in Marin County. And as we enter this festive holiday season and New Year's, I think this is a really great time to reflect on where we've been and where we're going. Today is about acknowledging our dedicated volunteers and those who've been generous with their time for the industry and the profession. The folks that have been generous with their time for the association, the people who have reached certain milestones, and individuals who've done incredible acts of volunteering, service, and leadership in the community. We've got a full program of awards, recognition, and inspiration, so let's go ahead and get started. I'd first like to start by recognizing the Marin Realtors past presidents. From 1920 to 2021, you're looking at over 100 years of examples of individuals who've displayed excellence, expertise, and leadership. Thank you all for your service to our industry. We would not be where we are today without your leadership and guidance. Let's give them a round of applause, or we can do it this way, or you can do the applause feature in the Zoom. All right. So let's move on to the presentation of special awards. And let's go ahead and start this portion of today's program and recognize some outstanding Marin Realtors. First, I'd like to acknowledge this year's chair of the Special Awards Committee, Chris Backer, Thank you, Chris and committee members, Yoko Kasai, Logan Link, Blaine Morris, Gary Newman, and Cathy Youngling for all your work in selecting this year's recipient. I also want to thank Marin Realtors for nominating several of your colleagues for consideration. I know the committee had their work cut out for them going through the list of people who were up, which I will just say it was impressive. So first, let's start with Marin Realtors Emeritus. This award recognizes 40 continuous years of service to the Marin Association of Realtors. And this year we have 11 recipients that you see on your screen right now. So if you're on, give us a wave with Zoom. Thank you and congratulations. Next, let's move on to the California Association of Realtors Honorary Members for Life Award. C.A.R.'s Honorary Member for Life is granted in recognition of those who've reached a milestone in age and have given at least 25 years of distinguished service to the industry in our state. Thank you and congratulations to those who appear on screen. And I also want to say congratulations to all of these recipients, and we'll be in touch with you about getting you your certificate of recognition. Now, let's move on to our special awards honoring those who have made outstanding contributions to the association at the local level in the past year. Let's start by recognizing our sponsors. We couldn't do what we do in this industry without the support of our affiliates. So I'd like to give special thanks to our premier sponsors who are affiliate members themselves. So Mary Jo LaFay of Mutual Omaha Funding Mortgage, Melissa Prandy of Prandy Properties, and Homa Razuli of Mutual Omaha Funding Mortgage. Unfortunately, Mary Jo couldn't join us today. I believe that Melissa Prandy has a few words that she'd like to share with all of us. So Melissa, and yes.
Well, first of all, happy holidays to everybody. It's been another banner year for Prandy Property Management. I just have a couple little slides to go over just to show kind of how we've been doing. We're doing excellent. And as always, Prandy Property Management is into rentals, residential specialty, and we don't buy and sell real estate. So first of all, we've done so far in 11 months of this year, we've executed over 250 leases. That's a lot of work. Average rent in our single family market is up. It's about average rent is about $5,200 a month. Our vacancy rate has been less than 3%, and our tenants are actually paying the rent, most of them. Very few did not pay the rent through the challenges of COVID. Of course, we've had a lot of new regulations in all of federal, state, and of course on the local level as well. You probably don't know this, but effective January 1, 2022, the California Department of Health is requiring potential renters to receive a new booklet, and it's entitled Information on Dampness and Mold, that bad four-letter word, in California. So all tenants must receive that booklet now. So I just kind of wanted to tell you that there's a lot more going on in the rental world. Tenants are home more. Guess what that means? More maintenance, more toilets are clogged, more appliance breakdown. And with everything going on with COVID, new appliances have been very difficult to purchase. Next slide. We actually follow President Cathy's passion this year and always. We are a giving company. We say family owned and community focused, not only locally, but globally. These are just some of the companies we give to, some of the nonprofits. We are actively involved with Giving Marin, and we're really impressed with the work that the Marin IJ and Rob, who is the publisher, has done in our community. So thank you, and gratitude and giving, we pay it forward. not only locally, but I just spent 3 weeks in Africa, and it was a life-changing trip. So we do it globally as well. With Giving Marin, we also place some ads in every month, sometimes 2 and 3 ads in 1 month as a part of our program we pay with the IJ. Next slide. And these are just some sample ads. We supported our local Slide Ranch. We love our downtown streets team that keeps our downtown clean and nice. And of course, a lot of people know about extra food and helping our community, making sure they eat well and receive food from us. So that's it. We are just having a banner year, and we thank you. Again, we don't buy and sell real estate. We only leave that to our realtors. Thank you very much, President Cathy and the team at Marin Realtors. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Melissa. And I do want to let everybody know that if we have any giveaways, we will do those at the end. Before we move on to the rest of the awards, let's hear from our last premier sponsor, Honorary.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for having me. And it has been a pleasure to serve Marin Realtor Association for the last 10, 11 years. And I've been a great sponsor and great educator to our realtors. And thank you for all your support every year. I made it to the President Club again this year and last year, and I've been blessed with what I do. I do reverse mortgages. I help homeowners 62 years and older to be able to refinance, to purchase with the reverse mortgage, and to get a line of credit. I have a client right now. I just wanted to share this information with you, but I'm always available to answer any question that you may have regarding reverse mortgages, or if you want me to run numbers. I have a client who sold her house, and she sold it for $2 million. She wants to buy a house for 1.5. With the reverse mortgage, she's about 80 years old. With the reverse mortgage jumbo program, she only needs to pay down one time $600,000 to buy a $1.5 million home. So we are creating a really great situation for her to be able to buy the house that she wants and she can maintain, and also create $900,000 savings for her. That comes a great deal. So I'd like you all to know about this great program. It's all insured program for your clients. Or if you have a neighbor that wants to stay in their house and they need to pay off their mortgages or to get a line of credit, this is a beautiful product, a great financial tool. So I'm always here to answer any questions. I really appreciate all your support, all your trust in me with your clients. And I always try to do my best with your clients and with your questions. And I wanted to bring a quote with Rumi to end my presentation. May you have months filled with joy and laughter, and a very happy holiday and happy new year. And may this new year bring you all the health, joy, and happiness. Thank you to all.
Wow. Thank you, Homa. Thank you to all of our sponsors. What touching words there. I'm going to move on and start with the presentation of the awards. And for 30 years, the Marin Realtors have honored an individual affiliate member for his or her outstanding service to the real estate profession and the community. I know that this person has been extremely helpful and visible in the realtor community, and has been educating folks about various issues important to the real estate community. I'm proud to announce that the 2021 Affiliate of the Year award goes to Adrian Peixoto. Adrian has been extremely helpful, and I happen to know that she made an informative presentation to the Government Affairs Committee, especially on fire insurance, which is a topic that we are all very interested in. So I know that Adrian could not be here today, so thank her, congratulate her when you see her, and we'll do our best to get in touch with her to get her award. Next, I want to move on to Making a Difference Award. The association recognizes a member who has made key contributions to our operations, activities, growth, and success. The Marin Realtors Making a Difference Award is our version of a Hall of Fame. So it is my honor to recognize as a recipient of the 2021 Making a Difference Award, Anna Frost. Anna has served on the Government Affairs Committee since 2018, and this year served as chair. She's appreciated for her years of intelligent, passionate efforts to educate and guide Marin Realtors on local issues. And I might add, this isn't in the script, I might add that she has been advocating for Marin Realtors and property rights for many years, but particularly this year. So congratulations to Anna. The Marin Realtors depend on the energy and enthusiasm of our members. We're lucky to have a steady stream of volunteers who are either recent members of the real estate profession or have recently become involved in the workings of the association. And this is our Next Generation Award. And it is a pleasure to present the 2021 Next Generation Award to Lucas Meyer for bringing to the table fresh ideas, new insights and perspectives, and a wonderful can-do attitude. Lucas served this year on the Budget and Finance Committee, and for the last 2 years as a member of Government Affairs Committee. In 2022, he begins his 3-year term as a director on the Marin Realtors Board. Congratulations, Lucas. And now on to the 2021 Marin Realtors Good Neighbor Award. This is the first time we have the honor to present this award. The National Association of Realtors Good Neighbor Award recognizes realtors who've made an extraordinary impact on their community. We've taken inspiration from the National Good Neighbor Award, and our goal is to submit our local Good Neighbor winners to the National Good Neighbor Award. And this award goes to recipients who made a significant impact as a volunteer for a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Their charity is eligible to receive funds from both our local association and from NAR, and we wish them good luck. Marin Realtors will be giving a contribution in the amount of $500 issued to the nonprofit organization of the winner. We are pleased to present the Marin Realtors Good Neighbor Award to Kathleen Murphy and Michael Baranowski for their various community organization work, namely with the street chaplaincies. The street chaplaincy's primary mission is to bring compassionate spiritual care to unsheltered and temporarily sheltered persons in Marin County, to build community between homeless persons and non-homeless faith communities, and other organizations. It's my understanding that Michael has personally rolled over 8,000 burritos since the start of the pandemic. So congratulations to Kathleen and to Michael. Okay, for our final award, we have the presentation of the 2021 Realtor of the Year Award, which is awarded for high principles, ethical standards, outstanding loyalty, and devotion to the advancement and success of Marin Realtors through attendance at meetings, service on communities, board of directors, civic service, and so much more. And as I read all of those points, the person in mind, the person that I will announce, knocks every single one of those out of the park. Please join me in congratulating Mark Machado as the 2021 Realtor of the Year. Mark Machado served a 2-year term as a board of directors before moving up to president-elect in 2017 and as president of the association in 2018. He served as a C.A.R. director from 2017 to 2019, and for several years, he served on a multitude of committees, including government affairs, local candidate recommendation committee, bylaws and procedures, PAG, young professionals network, leadership development and nominating committee, local candidate recommendation committee, and many, many more. I know he has a lot of community service as well. Congratulations, Mark, and congratulations to all of our award recipients. I mentioned this earlier, but we'll get with you to get your awards to you. And so we'll be contacting you after the meeting. It is now my pleasure to introduce your 2021 president, Cathy Youngling.
Oh, guys, hi. It's so good to sort of see you, I guess, but man, I'm missing getting hugs. When I met with you last year, I brought with me one of my heroes, Dr. Cherie Phillips. Her message to you was about how to live. I think she probably said, live. Timely in that we were facing a disease and a challenge that had threatened to take many people's lives, and as well as their hopes and dreams. She encouraged you all to dream big, move forward, and not fear change. You got to wonder, why did I want that message to get across? Well, I saw and heard the noise out there minimizing the importance of what we do. Too many people, out of fear or other reasons, were buying into those messages. I wanted us to take back the narrative of our business. I wanted to help empower us all with optimism, because you move toward what you see in your mind. In 2021, my focus in my term as president was to spotlight optimism, possibilities, collaboration, and to help enrich our members and clients. Well, how'd that work out? For many, the scorecard was the number of escrows you closed, and I understand we did pretty darn well. For me, it was how well I and Marin Realtors met or exceeded our goals. Let me review some of what was accomplished in 2021. If you remember the board introduction video during our last annual meeting, what you may not have known is that on purpose, I enlisted the help of someone new to the business, somebody who was new to our area, to produce that video. My very first sale, way back in 1996, it was a floor call, and Jen Pennington was actually the listing agent on the other side. I remember going to the appointment with that contract in my hand, so sure they were going to write an offer. And you know what? They did. Yeah, they wrote an offer right there on the hood of my car. Well, my first transaction, I felt it was important when we were doing our signing a title for me to explain that and apologize for any missteps that I might have had. And they said, oh, you kidding me? Of course we knew it was your first transaction. But you see, we're Buddhists, and that made everything perfect because we believe one of the highest purposes in life is to help others on their journey. It's a philosophy I hope we all learn from. And I was proud to play this sentiment forward several times as your president this year. Especially during a pandemic, I knew it was essential that we saw each other and that we heard from each other. So I started Real Estate Done Right to share your perspective and stories. I ended up speaking with more than 24 of you, and then I shared those chats with the membership. And we learned from you too. After one chat with Ken Struve, the board upped our game in the awards department, and we now have the Good Neighbor Award. Congratulations, Michael and Kathleen. I'm so happy for you and your charity. And congratulations to our membership for inspiring this change. You know, we know this very well. Realtors give of themselves every single day, and people should know that. Much of the association's focus has been on making us better through education and advocacy. Our quarterly speaker series is just one example of that. We gained a greater understanding of issues affecting our business through these people's expertise. And I even sort of recognized the guy that talked about homeowner associations. These presentations were wildly popular. See, Zoom did make some things easier, didn't it? This great series will continue in 2022. We also listened to some world-class speakers, including Pulitzer Prize winner Bill Dedman, Long Island Divided, and C.A.R. Chief Economist Jordan Levine. Our advocacy is local, statewide, and national, addressing concerns including fairness in appraisals, property right issues like 1031 exchanges and stepped up basis. We even protected our status as independent contractors and so much more. I'm proud that Marin Realtors has been nimble in the face of today's changing landscape in order to better serve you and our clients. Part of our mission, or at least my agenda, was sharing our narrative about why use a realtor. Getting that word out today is so much easier, isn't it? Through social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, spotlight videos. Don't ask me about TikTok, I have no clue. Email, weekly rundowns on our website, we shared with each other, and then we reached out with that message to the community. This is how we control our narrative. I know this communication is vital. Want to save real estate for the future, guys? Control the narrative. I'm counting on you all to do that. We also broadened our reach into the community by waiving our affiliate application fee through the end of this year and gained a housekeeper, a home inspector, mortgage people, sewer lateral people. Hey, it was great to give a little something back to the people who support us day to day in our business, but let's try this. Let's try thinking of them when we have something that they can help us with because they've shown they care and they want your business. You know, we're not all talk here at Marin Realtors, especially on difficult issues facing our community today. I'm proud that Marin Realtors stepped up to the plate to face bias in our industry. It wasn't an easy topic to face. I laid down a challenge to all of you, and I asked you to complete 3 tasks, including the At Home with Diversity training. Those completing the challenge learned how to create an even playing field for all buyers and sellers, and a little bit about themselves as well. To those who completed the challenge, your willingness to invest in a deeper understanding of these issues is admirable and benefits us all today. Thank you, and I'm able right now to award a $600 gift certificate. And I understand there's going to be a slide that's going to pop up and help me remember who, when, or you're going to find out at the same time as me. Holly Schaefer, congratulations. Woo! We're talking 600 big ones right in time for Christmas. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I've got to get back to my notes yet. So sorry about that. I want to congratulate everybody who did this work. And I encourage you all to go ahead and do this training if you haven't already. You learn so much about yourself, honestly. Now, I'm going to take a point. First, I'm going to take a sip of water, if you don't mind. Okay. Ah, I needed that. Okay. Now I'm going to take a point of personal privilege. I've always wanted to say that. You get to say those kinds of things when you're president. I want to publicly thank our Realtor volunteers. I've sent something in the mail to many of you to express my personal thanks. So get that envelope out. Do you see it? I don't know. Can you see it right there? Okay, right there it says, do not open until the annual awards meeting. You are now notified. You can open your envelope, pull out what's inside. Our President's Advisory Group members and standing committee chairs have received this shining example of your hard work and accomplishment. And I would like you to wear that with pride. And my thanks. Thank you guys so much for helping me out this year. I want you to take a look at these fine volunteers and let's give them a big, huge round of virtual applause. Woo! I also want to thank my fellow C.A.R. directors who carried our voices to the state's organization. By them doing that, they have made such a difference for all of us, affecting policy and more things than you can even imagine. And I didn't get you guys anything, but I am going to buy you a drink in Monterey. So I hope that that will suffice. And just know that I really have been so proud to work with you at C.A.R. In recognition of their service in 2021, all board members are receiving a bottle of, get ready for this. This is a really great label. I hope you can see it. Pay dirt. Because we hit it this year, you guys, pay dirt. We did the work, we got it done. And I just want you to know as a side note that this comes from a great local company, a Nicasio winemaker, Patrick McNeil, has a company called Wines That Deliver, and each wine has a super local story. I want to make sure you're seeing the pictures of our board because I'm telling you, they've been such a wonderful group of people to work with, and I appreciate them so much. Guys, you got to pick up that bottle of wine at MAR's office. So make sure you go pick it up, and cheers to you. Finally, as my safety net, the greatest staff in the world. There is something sweet headed your way. It's really sweet too. It's my favorite. So know that it comes with many thanks for everything you do for us every day at Marin Realtors and for what you've done for me all year. Please give them the thanks they deserve. Bowing would be nice, but you can also do virtual applause. That works too. Now it's come time for me to give some sage advice to Miss Logan Link, your next president. If you don't know Logan, you haven't been paying attention. Logan, from a young age, was determined in whatever she pursued. She has aimed and reached for the top. Having seen real estate firsthand as a child of realtors, she started from day one making her mark. She served on the Tam Valley Design Review Board as president of YPN and as a director on the board. But you see, I have years and years and years and years and years of experience. So I thought I would share something with you, Logan, that I learned, especially this year. There are some amazing people who've served Marin Realtors over the years. I've learned what a gift it was to be able to reach out to them and get their help. Logan, you have a staff that's unmatched anywhere. And Romeo, Francesca, Betty, Ruth, Brianna, Andy, and Craig, please never hesitate to reach out to them for advice or help. I know I didn't hesitate, and I was so grateful every time they were there to give me the help I needed. And they're going to be there for you too. I thought, what am I going to give this girl to recognize this moment? You know, when you become head of state, there's often things that people give to this person so they stand out, you know, like a mantle to wear on your shoulders, or hey, maybe a fine little white pantsuit, or no, that's right. Maybe a song. I could write a song like da 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 da. No, that's not right.
Yeah.
So I thought, what could I get you, Logan? And I sent you a box. I hope you received it. Did you get the box?
I think I do have a box somewhere.
Can you pull it out?
Well, I didn't know about this, Kathy. I'm gonna have to pull it out a little bit later, but I'm very excited. Can you tell me?
It's okay. Well,
Yes.
I'll tell you, but I think on the box, it's supposed to have said, open at the annual meeting. So,
Oh, okay.
yes,
Well,
so
this
we're
is
gonna
my
do this
first
by
time.
pantomiming this, okay?
Okay,
You're
yes.
gonna pantomime for me what I'm telling you to do.
All right.
Open your box,
All right.
look inside, and say, oh my goodness,
Oh my
it's a
goodness.
crown.
It's
Pick up that crown, put
okay.
it on your head.
Mhm.
All right. From today onward, for 2022 at least, you are now head of state of Marin Realtors. And I want you to gain as much as you give in the next year. And on behalf of all of us, I want to thank you so much for serving. It's a big job and you're up for it. You're going to do great. So congratulations.
Thank you, Kathy. Oh my goodness. Your shoes are some big ones to fill. So I am going to wear this crown here every day for the next year. So
I think,
it's gonna help me a little bit more.
it's a little known secret. My husband gave me a crown after I was installed, and I thought that was such a cool thing.
I love it.
I wanted to pay it forward to you. Yours is quite lovely. I think it goes. It
Yes.
goes.
Yes, it feels like a fit.
First meeting, I expect you to wear it.
Oh, 100%. No doubt.
Okay.
Thank you for the wise words too. I mean, I think that's so true. The staff is so amazing and the support is so amazing. And Kathy, I think I'll probably be asking you for a lot of advice too. So
Anytime.
you can't get off that easy.
I will pick up the phone anytime for you, Logan.
you.
Okay, now back to you, our members. This past year has been a gift. And since I'm here in El Salvador, I thought I would say, gracias a todos por el honor, desde el fondo de mi corazón. Hasta luego, well, not quite yet. Goodbye, not yet. I want to say now it's my honor to present a friend of mine, a past president, currently serving as the chair of our caucus at the state. This man has so many talents, I couldn't even list them. So without further ado, let me introduce Amelia's daddy and our friend, Chris Backer.
Thank you very much, Kathy. So great to see everyone. This is one of the favorite times of year, so thank you for making the time to be on this Zoom. I'm hoping next year we'll be in person and we can give each other hugs. I also want to say I did receive this, but it's not on because you did too good of a tape job. So I'm gonna separate that when I'm not on camera and I'll work it out. But I really appreciate you acknowledging everyone. It's just such a tight-knit community, and those of you here on this call, I hope you can see that the realtors who are there working on your behalf really care about the industry and just want this industry to keep going 100 miles an hour and just in the right direction. So but before I jump into the installation of our new board members and Logan, I did want to pass it over to Romeo. We have something for Cathy. Thank you so much, Cathy. Getting to know you this year has been nothing short of, well, last year and then this year has been amazing. And I love how you present. I'm going to hopefully not bore people when I do my presentation, but being a guest of your videos this year, I would have loved to have done that. You did everything that I would have loved to have conveyed to everyone. And I hope everyone watched those because there's a lot of good content there. So I'll just turn it over to Romeo really quick.
Okay, Cathy, we can let you go without a little special something. We know that you've had an eventful year and we have a gift that we wanted to share with you. In the year that we've worked together so closely on behalf of Marin Realtors, I've learned a few things about you. I know that you are a tireless and dedicated volunteer. And I know that something that's near and dear to your heart is Susan G. Komen's 3-Day. And when you were installed last year, you had met your speaker through your volunteerism there. And so we couldn't have thought of a better way to say thank you than to make a contribution from the Marin Association of Realtors to Susan G. Komen 3-day in your honor.
You know what? That is so perfect. There's nothing I'd appreciate more. And I really like it. You got my link down there if anybody else wants to. I'm trying to get to $10,000 for this year. Might be my last. Raising over $120,000 in the time I've been with Susan G. Komen. This money makes a difference. It saves people like me. So thank you, guys. That's the best present ever. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And now, thank you, Chris. Thank you for letting me hop in there, and I'll turn it back to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And hopefully, could you put that link in the chat? I know I would like that. And it's crazy, Cathy. I just totally got a little emotional because my mom went through the similar thing. And, it's a really big part of our lives to donate. And, I don't want to, you remind me of someone special in my life. And so, I thank you so much for all that you do. If you follow her on social media, you see her posts, and it's just that constant giving nature that lifts everybody up. So it's great to see that. If you could just put that in the chat, that would be awesome. So we've reached the point in the program when I get to swear in our Realtors 2022 President, Logan Link. This is a big honor for me because there's very many people that Logan could have selected or asked. And, that means that I made the short list. So thank you so much. And, I'd like to say a few words about my good friend, Logan. I was trying to think back on when Logan and I first crossed paths in a meaningful way. And, besides seeing her out on broker tour, there's definitely a meeting that stands out in my mind. So I couldn't exactly pinpoint how many years ago that was, but after some Gmail history searches, sure enough, it was just a little over 5 years ago. The 2015 president, Matt Hughes, had reached out to me, Logan, and Lindsay Smith to discuss getting the Marin Realtors Young Professionals Network, also what you know as YPN, up and running. The purpose of developing a YPN is to help each other grow. It's to help each other do more and to encourage each other to become more. We become better realtors through the fundamental principles of purpose-driven education and well-connected learning while developing new leaders within the association. It's one of those things we're always trying to get people to volunteer and give back. And YPN really tries to it's not just for younger realtors, but it is a way to try to break the barrier between people who've been in the business and people just entering the business. And so it's a real good way. It's not necessarily for your personal business, it's for the network. And we all know what it's like submitting an offer and really having that rapport on the agent on the other side. And so that's what it's about, building people up like that. And, I had no idea that 5 years later, I would be sunsetting as past president of the association and then installing Logan as president. But what I do know is that what Matt Hughes did is something that is really the lifeblood of our business. And it's tapping people on the shoulder to become future leaders. And it's really cool to be standing here today knowing that meeting really meant something. I just started on the board and it got Logan involved at the association and on a path to take on an active role in the future of our industry for the benefit of our members. Everything that has transpired since then, you guys are all going to reap the benefits of. So big ups to Matt Hughes for that. So first of all, I'd find it very surprising if you don't already know who Logan Link is already. But what you should know is that she's one of the most well-spoken, well-meaning, and thoughtful people I know, all while selling the heck out of some real estate. I'm envious of some of the knowledge in Logan's brain, to be honest, especially as it relates to design aesthetics and luxury real estate. I had the pleasure of discussing the potential of an upcoming listing with her a few months ago. And I literally walked away from the 20-minute interaction just having learned a handful of things, the drive to be better, and a more knowledgeable realtor. Logan really exhibits the characteristics of someone who helps others do more and encourages them to become more. those are the characteristics that I see in our current president, Cathy Youngling, and those that I observed when I was learning from past presidents, such as Yoko Kasai, Mark Machado, and Jean Lako. One of the other things that I find incredibly cool about Logan, and frankly, downright impressive, Cathy mentioned it, is that she serves on the Tam Valley Design Review Board in Mill Valley. Up and down the state, C.A.R. is really trying to encourage realtors to serve in elected positions in their communities, because we all know that realtors know everything that is going on in their town, right? It's not a prerequisite to lead the association, but what a better ambassador and spokesperson for our local realtors in 2022, than Logan. So with that, I will administer the oath to Logan and formally install her as the 2022 president of the Marin Realtors. And then afterwards, so she'll hopefully have some remarks of her own. So with that, I think you'll need to get unmuted, which I think you are. So I don't think we need to do this, but if you'd like, we can. Before you this afternoon is your president for 2022. In your wisdom, all members here, you've seen it to elevate her to the highest office this association can bestow. Admire Logan for her bravery in accepting this challenge, encourage her to achieve, and praise her when she does a job well done. So now Logan, will you please raise your right hand? That is a part of it. I think we have to do that, yeah.
Sure.
Do you solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that you will perform faithfully and impartially the duties of your office, that you will administer the office to which you have been elected to the best of your ability and judgment, in conformity with the bylaws of the Marin Association of Realtors, California Association of Realtors, and the National Association of Realtors, that you will observe and enforce the code of ethics of the Realtor, and that you will uphold and support the enforcement of the license law of the state of California, that you will in all acts be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, and fair play, and in every manner possible endeavor to promote and safeguard the best interests of our state, the high purpose of your association, and the welfare of its membership. Do you so subscribe?
I absolutely do.
Wonderful. You can lower your hand now. So by virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I declare you to be duly installed in the office to which you were elected. Congratulations, Logan. And thank you so much for your service now and into the future. I'm really excited for 2022. So I'll just turn it over to you right now.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Chris. I mean, honestly, that's so incredibly kind and probably far too generous, but your words really mean a lot. So I appreciate that. And I would just say I'm really, really honored and very excited to take on this position. So thank you everybody for trusting me with that. I hope that I can prove you all right. So this will be fun. And really, I would just say next year to me is all about togetherness and support. So my kind of overall goal is that the association can just serve as this like central hub where we can all come together and we can connect, collaborate, share ideas, support each other, get the information that we need, just generally support and be supported. So that to me is what 2022 is going to be all about. And in that spirit, what I'll do to kind of kick things off is I am going to put my own contact info into the chat in a couple minutes. So I'll do my phone number, email address, Instagram, all of it. And I would just say, hang on to it and reach out to me anytime. If you have ideas or thoughts or questions, or if there's something that's on your mind that you'd like to see the association talking about, anything that I can help you with, just reach out, just do that. And just know that I'm here for you. The association's here for you, and we're all here for each other. So I think next year is going to be great and looking forward to it. All right, without further ado, I will now introduce the 2022 Board of Directors. So first we have Sylvia Berry, President-elect, Lori Schenk, Secretary, Beth Sasson as Treasurer, and Cathy Youngling as immediate past President. And directors, Joe Burns, Lucas Meyer, Michelle Dodd, Elizabeth Pedrick, Margie Ismirian Smith, Drew Howes, Anna Frost, April Lepetto Smith, Matt McPhee, Mike Milano, and Phoebe Reyes. So yay to our new board of directors. And I think Cathy, I'll kick it over to you to do the official installation. Or Chris? Maybe I'm kicking it to Chris.
Thank you. Sorry, I have to be told to unmute, so
Okay.
I can't jump in and save us. Well, first of all, I'm really honored to do this, and as was mentioned earlier, I did have the honor of chairing the Leadership and Nominating Committee this year. That's one of the things you get to do as past president. And Cathy will do that next year. And I wanted to share that all those award recipients, because I forgot to say this earlier, it was really hard, and especially the Making a Difference one. We received a lot of nominations. So I just want, and there's a few people who are on this meeting who I see. So thank you so much for what you do to the community. Your name, we saw you and we heard about you. It was an incredibly difficult decision to make. You know, I hope you just continue to give back and just show everyone, you know, what realtors do out there. And so I get the honor of installing the new board of directors. Some of those names you saw, I'm just so proud to see the people who are going to serve next year. So before you this afternoon are your leaders for 2022, those names and faces that you saw. In your wisdom, you've seen fit to elevate them to the highest offices this association can bestow. Admire them for their bravery in accepting this challenge, encourage them to achieve, and praise them when you see a job well done. Now, will you please raise your hands? So please either do that with the little reaction button on your screen, however you'd like, because we were watching. Officers and directors, do you solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that you will perform faithfully and impartially the duties of your office, that you will administer the office to which you have been elected to the best of your ability and judgment, in conformity with the bylaws of the Marin Association of Realtors, California Association of Realtors, and National Association of Realtors? That you will, of course, my mom is calling, can't make this up. That you will observe and enforce the Realtor Code of Ethics, that you will uphold and support the enforcement of the license law of the state of California, that you will in all your acts be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, fair play, and in every manner possible endeavor to promote and safeguard the best interests of our state, the high purpose of our association, and the welfare of its membership. Do you so subscribe? I heard that. I heard that. So you may lower your hands, and by virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I declare you to be duly installed into the office to which you were elected. Now I will turn it over to Romeo. And thank you so much, Romeo, for all you do for the association. And as on my way out and staff and everything, I so appreciate you, and thanks for everything.
Thank you so much to Chris. Thank you to our board members who were just installed. Thank you to all of our award winners. Thank you to our sponsors. As we near the end of our program, and as we near the end of our year, let's take a moment and reflect on this year of 2021 and look forward to the promise that the new year brings us. We'd like to take a moment to remember those of our realtor family that we've lost this year. And we'd also like to take this moment to have a moment of gratitude and think about how far we've come. Thank you. The end of the year is always an amazing time to think about all of the things that were on the to-do list, see how many of them you crossed off, see how many new ones got on there, and see what we have going on next year. I, for one, am extremely grateful to work with all of you to advance the Marin Association of Realtors. So this concludes the portion of our meeting. I just want to let everybody know we're going to leave the chat on for a little bit in case you want to chat, in case you want to say congratulations to the folks that are on. We'll be on there, but it is my honor to announce the winner of the sponsor giveaways. This is always a fun part at the end of the meeting. So our winners, we have, and thank you so much for joining, Tanya Reinhardt and George Crow. I believe you get the 2 bottles of wine that Homa had, and I don't know, Homa, if you want to say anything. Are you going to show us the 2 bottles of wine, maybe?
Sure, I have a great bottle of white wine and a great bottle of red wine, and it's going to be my pleasure to bring this to you, to your office by myself, so we can meet and have a cup of coffee, and also wish you happy holidays. Thank you so much for joining us. My pleasure.
All right. Thank you so much. And I know we have I believe we have a giveaway of a framed photograph from Melissa Prandy, or from the Prandy, that the winner of that is Kathleen Freitag. So congratulations. I don't know if Melissa wanted to say anything.
I'm here. Thank you, Romeo. That's exciting. It's actually a gorgeous picture my son Matt takes. He's a professional photographer, and it's of the Golden Gate Bridge in a lightning storm. So we will deliver that once I have her contact details. So congrats and happy holidays to all. And Cathy, you have been amazing. I love your energy, and you are one great leader. And Logan, I look forward to watching you lead and follow us to the next level.
All right, everybody, thank you so much. This concludes the program. I'm going to stop the record button so that if we want to say hello, if we want to chat, we want to hang on for a minute.